Marcus Armstrong has been checked and cleared from the INDYCAR medical unit. We're going to have a replay right here. Can you walk us through the incident and what happened?
Yeah, to be honest, we weren't really pushing at the stage of the race, and a big fuel save number, and I just hit the brake and just locked the rear immediately. I felt like I had braked at the same spot as the previous 20-odd laps, but I'm so disappointed by that mistake, and I feel terrible for the number 11 Chip Ganassi Racing Ridgeline Lubricants Group, because we were fast, and to be fair, we weren't pushing at the time. We were just sort of fuel saving, waiting for our time to push. So yeah, a costly mistake, and it stings, to be honest.
Thanks, Marcus.
James, we've seen movements they've made. Kevin?
Marcus Ericsson has climbed out of the car, losing power while running up near the front. Any idea what happened?
No, I think we're still investigating. It's some kind of power issue. I don't know if it's engine or electronical or something. But yeah, we just, from nowhere, just lost power. It basically went to like half power and just blurring and wouldn't accelerate. So we tried all the switches we have, in the car, but it was just no fix. And then we checked it here in pit lane, but we couldn't find an obvious reason for it, so we're just taking it back and investigating a bit more.
Thank you, Marcus. No chance to defend his win here today. The way he just pulled into pit lane and just climbed out of the car. What happened, Rahal?
We lost the drive, so I don't know. When I went to 6th gear, I just went to neutral, so yeah, we'll have to analyze that, but we definitely lost the gearbox.
You were fighting in the top 10 much of the race, and then a penalty for contact with Linus Lundqvist. What was your view, if you had any chance to look at that yet?
I don't know. I think at the start I was too gentle with some guys coming inside, but I didn't have a choice. Someone would have crashed. So lost a bit of spot there, and then yeah, we need to work a little bit on our speed stop. I think we lost a few positions on pit stop, and then I was stuck behind VK. I love this track, but it's so hard to pass because of the marking on the runway. So I was stuck there, and yeah, with Linus, it's my fault. I was too shy. I should have gone more, and I didn't want to go too aggressive. I thought he had seen me on cold tires. It's on me.
Hey, a lot of positives, though. This car was quick this weekend. It's a good start in a new situation for Romain Grosjean.
Oh, the reigning champ in new colors. He went 13th to 6th today, and we were talking, you said it was tough out there. What was it like, actually?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough with that first yellow, put everybody on the same page and the same strategy. So starting 13th, where we started after a bad qualifying yesterday, we couldn't do much with strategies and pit stops. But anyway, it was a fun day. From 13th to 6th, it's two spots better than last year. And I think that the new 10-car DHL colors look really good on track. So yeah, looking forward to the next one now.
Can you feel some momentum going into the next one?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a tough weekend at the beginning, but we recovered and we still finished up top fighting at the end. So yeah, I feel that it's a good start and kind of wait for Long Beach now.
The reigning champ is back. That's Alex Blow. He had a successful day there with Kevin.
Colton Herta 5th. That's the best Andretti Global car, also the best Honda car. So you score some points. That's part one. What else do you maybe learn as you look forward to the rest of this season, and especially the street races?
Yeah, I thought our races actually run really well, and just everything. Pit stops were really strong. Strategy was great. We got screwed a little bit with how the tires and yellows worked out. We were always kind of on blacks when everybody else was on greens behind us. So yeah, maybe we can look a little bit at that and see if we can adjust anything. But no, I was really happy with the car, with where we're at. The Game Honda was fast. So.
It's a new dynamic this year with 3 instead of 4, and drivers that have all won races. How do you expect that to work out, and what has changed this year for your team?
When you have 4 cars, obviously you're pushing a lot of really good people to do a lot of different things, and hopefully this takes a little bit of weight off the engineers' shoulders and second engineers, and so they can focus a little bit more on some of the smaller things, and instead of doing 5 or 6 things at one time.
Good start for Colton Herta and the Gamebridge crew, coming home 5th today, Georgia.
Other team Penske driver Will Power, good day, finished 4th. Good day for your team as well. 1st, 3rd, and 4th. I asked Scott McLaughlin the same thing, but how is it to start the season knowing that your team comes out of the gate strong?
Yeah, it's we kind of expected it. A lot of improvements in the off-season. The Chevy engine's really good. We've done a lot of work also on the cars. So yeah, it was fun at the end. That was the only stint we could push in. A lot of fuel save there at the beginning, and a yellow fell at an unfortunate time, which probably made it a bit more of a follow the leader sort of race. But yeah, that's it. We just need to extend it by 10 laps like it used to be, and you'd have very big fuel windows, and you could actually race.
Was fuel save one of the biggest components for you during that race?
Yeah, massively. Yeah, like as soon as I got in line at the start, I just turned it down and sat back and saved fuel, like just expecting to go long, and that's the only way you're going to pass. So it's kind of, yeah, after about 10 laps, you're like, come on, something happened. But it's good stuff. It's a competitive field. No one makes mistakes. All the cars are the same. So you get this ultra competitive situation, so it is hard to pass.
The NTT IndyCar Series, so competitive right now. Willpower finishes.
Mates, let's hear from Scott McLaughlin.
Lee, you're right about that. First, third, and fourth for the Team Penske cars. How big of a day is this for the Team Penske team, and to start the season off that way?
Yeah, I'm stoked. You know, for the team, it's unreal. Good job, bro. You know, for the two crew to get the win, well done to them. And then, you know, obviously with Will right behind me, he's pushing me hard at the end. But I had a blast out there. I passed like all my cars as well. It wasn't much strategy there. It was just pure passing, and the car was super quick. So. Yeah, super stoked for this Dex Imaging, you know, Chevy. That's our printer wagon, we like to call it, and we had a great day in the printer wagon.
Made the decision to go to alternates on the last stint. What was that like for you?
It was a godsend for me. You know, I was so happy on the restart. A lot more, you know, advantage to make some passes. Couldn't quite get Pato. It would have been interesting if I had got him and got into clean air, but good little battle with my mate Colton. The little guy can drive. I'm bloody pumped to race him all the time, and we have a blast racing each other. And yeah, we had an awesome battle there.
What were conditions like out there from a physical aspect?
It wasn't as bad as like the last couple of days. You know, it was really hot, humid. I was absolutely sweating. Today, I had a nice cold shower before I got in the car, and I was ready to go. So I had so much fun out there today. So good to be back racing. So glad that everyone saw it on NBC, and you know, hopefully we have a good. We're racing for $1 million next, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it sure is. Scott McLaughlin, he rounds out your top three.
Pato O'Ward comes home second. Same position you had last year, but I'm going to guess a pretty different mental feeling after feeling like you should have won the race last year to this runner-up.
Yeah, it feels different. Super happy that we went forward today, and I have to give it off to Team Chevy. Our McLaren boys got to work this offseason, and as you can see, it was a Chevy 1, 2, 3, 4. So Penske was a little too strong today for us, and I had McLaughlin in power there, putting some pretty good pressure. But I was happy with my race car. We just needed just a little bit more to make Joseph sweat. But yeah, I'm super happy with the foundation that we've laid for ourselves this 2024 with today, and it's a long season ahead, but looking forward to it.
Not only is having a good car, knowing you're on the right path important, but how much or what does it do for you when you do get off and get a good result to get things started?
No, it's huge, because the next points race is in like 5 years. So like it's good to have a really good, strong first race to carry that into the $1 million challenge that we have in thermal, and then on to Long Beach is the next points race. So yeah, I think we've got some good ones coming up, and we'll be ready.
Not 5 years, 5 weeks or so is coming up next. In 2 weeks.
In victory lane here at St. Pete. So you said I'm enjoying my job once again. How much does this add to that enjoyment, Joseph?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun today. A lot of fun. You know, I'm just look at this.
The boss, Roger Penske.
I was thinking of you at the end of that race. Keep it together like you told me to. You know, Roger was telling me, he said, you have a big lead. You better hold on to it, not throw it in the wall.
Luke Mason, the engineer, coming in. That was what you said on the radio. We can turn right. With all the struggles on street courses last year, did you honestly expect a 1, 3, 4 from Team Penske today?
I mean, I think it's so deserving for the work that they put in. You know, I know intimately what's been put into this program in the offseason. It's Team Chevy, everything that they brought this weekend, and then our team specifically. We've worked really hard to close the gap. I mean, we didn't have the speed we needed on road and street courses last year, and I think we just, at least on a consistency basis, and today we brought that speed. We had the execution, as always. You know exactly what you expect from Team Penske. But so happy to have PPG here, have this car in victory lane. I think this is one of the most beautiful cars you can find in IndyCar. IndyCar racing. I'm just kind of, I feel very relaxed right now. I was really excited initially, and then it kind of calmed down those last 10 laps, and we can move on from here and at least enjoy this first victory.
As he said afterwards, Diff, he said that's one step closer to our potential. Joseph Newgarden opens the season with a win in St. Pete.
For me, great weekend for Felix Rosenqvist. Meyershank Racing, he comes over as the lead driver. Started up front, still finishes there in 7th, but he was fast. He was in the mix all day long. Their season off to a tremendous start.